I'm the CEO of Outcrop Silver and Gold. I'm going to focus on the progress we're making drilling our high-grade Santa Ana Silver and Gold project in Colombia. I want to first point out quickly a first for Colombia. Colombia has slowly, through positive yearly momentum, made it to the Fraser Institute investment rankings for 2020 as first for a country measured by investment attractiveness index. It's the first year that Colombia beat both Peru and Chile. I'll be making forward-looking statements, which simply means that it's predictions that may or may not come true based on unforeseen circumstances. Our capital and share structure, we have 132 million shares outstanding. We have 206 million fully diluted. The warrants are probably at an average of 38 cents. We have reported 2.2 million cash on February 28th, and we had a bought financing that closed at 43 cents a share and netted us $9.2 million in March. Eric Sprott still owns almost 15% of the company. We have 10 to 12% in institutions, and management still owns 25% of the company. So Santa Ana is it's a colonial era high-grade silver and gold district, the highest known grade system in Colombia, famous all over South America, and particularly Colombia. We have reports from the Spanish Royal Archives that were actually abstracted by Indiana University that reported 14 mines producing an average of 4 kilograms silver over 1.4 meter width, up to 17 kilograms silver locally. All 14 of those mines are on our concession. And our best hole this year was 10.8 kilograms of silver equivalent. So it's quite possible for us to continue to drill these sort of numbers that the Spaniards were mining in the 1500s. So this is the news release I want to point out for this morning. We made our 6th chute discovery with 1.18 meters of 410 grams silver equivalent, and also a hole with 0.3 meters of 6,000 grams silver equivalent. You can do a lot with 6,000 grams, even at 0.3 meters. If you just look at a straight line dilution, you could dilute it to 2.2 meters and still have almost a kilogram of silver. So I think we're still, this new discovery demonstrates that we're in a potential rapid growth stage still. This chute provided a periodicity of chutes that are 3 large chutes in only 1,250 meters of a single vein zone. We have at least 7 or 8 vein zones identified, and we're going to resume panel and fan drilling with to the south and the north of this new discovery, and we expect to shoot discovery potential of every, or we expect that we could find a chute every 400 meters of vein zone. I'll just pull a few things briefly out of the summary. It's a 100% owned project, now over 28,000 hectares. Highway access, it's a drive-up project, grid power, a lot of water that could be developed on the property, very strong community support, and excellent security conditions. The security isn't anything unusual, even though it's in Colombia. We have 6 discoveries now. We were rolling at a 75% success or 100% success rate. Things got a little bit more difficult, but we're still defining structure in all the targets. We have about a 75% success rate on targets now. The weighted average grade for all significant intercepts in 90 core holes equals 1.45 kilograms silver per ton equivalent. That's about 9 grams gold and about 857 grams silver. Again, our best intercept this year was 0.95 meters of 70 grams gold and 5.55 kilograms silver, or 10.8 kilograms silver per ton, equivalent per ton. Outcrop really, since the acquisition, we probably have over 60 kilometers of veins identified. We think we have a world-class silver project. This would be the geophysics that we're developing on the new acquisition. There's actually 4 historic mining areas to provide orientation and response modeling. We have the Freest mine, which is in the central part of the acquisition, produced 10 million ounces of silver before 1907 in a very small footprint. There's mines between Santa Ana and El Porvenir, which is almost 30 kilometers apart. So a 60 kilometers cumulative strike of inferred vein. So the geophysics will be on known mining areas. We expect that the mining signatures will be useful for mine response and discovery response. This is on the original acquisition of only 700 hectares. We have 6 high-grade shoots discovered. That's less than 35% of the projected vein system here. You can see the discovery holes in the core of each shoot. San Antonio, the latest, is 1.18 meters at 410 grams equivalent silver. Megapozo, 9.5 meters of 10,000 7 grams silver equivalent. Livana, 1 meter at 6,400 equivalent grams per ton. Roberto Tovar, 5.6 meters of 800 grams equivalent. El Dorado, 1.2 meters of 1.4 kilograms. San Juan, 1.79 of 1.3 kilograms. Our exploration goal for 2021 is to identify now 5 to 6 new shoots in 2021. This just shows you the new discovery. San Antonio is just west of this Roberto Tovar. San Juan is just to the east. This demonstrates 3 shoots in approximately 1,200 meters of vein. Basically the center of the core of a shoot every 400 meters. And so we plan to panel and fan drill north and south for almost 1,500 meters of this vein zone. I like to say that Silver Corp is mining the veins that Outcrop is exploring. You can certainly make a lot of money and mine at a low cost and develop a large market cap with narrow veins. Silver Corp is doing it. This is just a narrow scale and narrow vein comparison. On almost all metrics except width, we look as good or better than Vizsla. Vizsla is now down to a 4.41 weighted average grade with all their drilling. They do have a very large shoot in Panuco, but we've got 6 shoots of 250 by 350 meters, 6 with good definition. Silver Corp, the average of their veins is only 0.7 to 0.8 meters, and with a 450 15 equivalent silver gram diluted head to the mill. They're mining basically the type of veins we are exploring at $7 per equivalent ounce silver. It's important to remember that Santa Ana is a high angle and low angle intersecting vein system. Invariably, when the high angle veins occur, they're usually packaged or they're in a package of up to 4 veins, closely spaced in parallel. Just some desktop compositing, you can get up to 18 meters at 450 equivalent grams silver per ton. So narrow vein system, but you're going to have some percent of this whole system that will be able to be essentially bulk mined underground with large jumbos and LHDs. This is a look at the low angle La Ivana. Basically, that yellow contour is greater than 500 grams. Just that 500 gram contour is greater than 500 gram contour is 250 meters by 350 meters and open in 3 directions. Whereas it's less prevalent than the high angle shoots, the portions of the low angle shoots can also be composited together. Here's an example on the right of where 2 veins taken together composite is 6.3 meters at 338 grams. There really is something called the narrow vein advantage. It's develop small, mine small, and mill less. There's several advantages to narrow vein systems, lower capex, and faster development and buildup. It's a complete focus on maximizing grade. It's smaller equipment. Produces higher grade ore with much less waste, much less processing, and a very small disturbance footprint for and tailings facility for permitting. Race stope mining is a mining method that's been around for a long time, still in use in numerous mines around the world, particularly in Australia, where it's very refined. You can race stope less than 1 meter veins at less than 12% dilution. You basically blow out the waste as working room, and then you take out a very narrow vein with very little dilution. Otherwise, on the right, the stope there would be an example of what they're doing in the Ying mine with 1.2 meter slusher and shrinkage stopes. Again, very narrow vein mining. So again, an example of low cost narrow vein mines are Silver Corp, 0.7 meter veins, AISC of $7 equivalent silver ounces reported, Resu and shrink stope mining, 415 grams. Then you have the more recent Orcano Ore mine, 0.35 mines, 3.5 meter veins, all Resu mining, and with a $8 equivalent silver per ounce cost and mining 1.2 kilograms. So social responsibility is a big issue in Colombia, mainly because there's not much of a historic modern gold mining history in the Central Andes. So we've been doing some innovative things to maintain and build our social license. We've cooperated with nonprofits to do various things, including providing primary and secondary education to adults. We have provided materials for vegetable plots in the less developed areas of town. We're developing through the University of Medellin higher productivity farming methods. We're doing several microcap business startups, including fish farming and beekeeping, and we provided over 400 wheelchairs to the disabled community of Falan. We know we're doing good with the CSR because we were able to receive drill permits in Santa Ana in less than 2 months. We have another project called Mijama, which we hope to have permits to drill by late 2021. So really, it's truly is build trust in the community, partner with them, do the right thing, ask them how you can help, build opportunities in relative proportion to your budget and spend, and convince them there is a future for mining on lands near their communities. So the corporate catalyst would be finishing a 12,000 meter program, exploration drill program that's underway. We've got 2 rigs drilling approximately 2,400 meters a month every month. So we can expect, we hope to have continual news flow of drilling these high-grade veins. We hope to announce several more discoveries before the end of the year. We hope to generate drill targets on the 60 kilometers of veins on the new acquisition. There would be a possibility, if we get to the magic number of 10 or 12 shoots, to think about a resource delineation decision in late 2021. Because of the way we're taking some delineation drilling, for example, in Lavana, along with exploration, we might be able to produce a inferred and estimated resource document publication in 18 months. Other projects we have going are Mijama It's an extremely high-grade gold and silver system. There's over 40 kilometers of veins that we've identified. There would be a chance that we would be scout drill it also in 2021 with a fairly modest program, but where we know we have a lot of veins being developed by artisan miners, we would like to advance at least 2 projects, being our Orobeja project and our Antares project in the Middle Cauca Belt to major companies. Orobeja is right next to Newmont and Agnico's Anza joint venture. Antares is immediately adjacent to B2 Gold. Other objectives would be, as we've done before, secure a funding alliance with a major company. We had one with Agnico Eagle up until 3 years ago that lasted 3 years and provided almost $2 million of our exploration spend. And I'm happy to take phone calls when I can and respond to every email. So, please follow up with any questions you have.